This video is presented by the EA Creator Network. Shout out to EA for giving me early access to give you this review. I really appreciate it. What's up, boo? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day, and if you're my channel, welcome to the dark side, because today I am giving you a review of The Sims 4 Horse Ranch. Yeehaw, Suli Suli. Yeah. All right. Also, any in-game footage that you see is not final software, so it could change between when I was playing it and when you finally get it, if you do get it. Horses was not on my bingo card for The Sims 4 this year. It was not, mainly because I'm not a big fan of horses. I was not expecting or very excited for horses, and I learned a lot about horses that I did not think I would with this pack. So yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right in, because Create a Sim is calling my name and then it hung up in my face. So Create a Sim was okay. It did fit the theme, did fit the objective. It was country, it was ranch, it was dirty, grimy, it was cowboy boots, cowboy hats, vests, and I think hoodies. I'm not really too sure. You do get a couple of new hairs. The clothing style was okay, but other than that, everything was mainly for ranch life, ranch lifestyles. With, you know, if you're about to be yeehaw and Suli Suli everywhere, yes, I'm gonna be saying Suli Suli all out this video because it's in my brain and I want you as well to be obsessed with it. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, ranch life, ranch lifestyle. It fit the bill perfectly. I enjoyed one of the updos where it was curly, like in the front, and then poofy in the back, and then also the braid where it was kind of like a, I don't know how you call, I don't know what you call that, but then it was like in the back, it was like a braid down the back. I enjoyed that, and the very short cut I really enjoyed. Sometimes this one cut off all my hair too, and that was calling my name. When it came to the shirts, I did like the tank top and the button down, and I did like some of the full body, the, I don't want to call it a jumper, but it was, you know, the shorts, and was, you know, it's a full body, it was shorts, and then it was like a dress with like a corset. I enjoyed that, and of course the cowboy boots, chef's kiss. I will tell you, the only way you'll see me on a farm, on a ranch, dressing like this, if I was looking for a spouse. That's the only way. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even go to the ranch on my own. I'm looking for somebody to marry and take care of me, and that's about it. Okay. I was a little bit disappointed with the bottoms, not gonna lie. You do get some pants, some chat skirts. I was looking more of the jeans, maybe. At least some more swatches that were more grimy, were more dirty. I really go do-si-do in those. Go do what you need to do. Now, it was cute for the male Sims, kind of the same. And of course, everybody kind of gets the same shoes. There's clothing for children, and there's clothes, and it's like a onesie for infants. The infant onesie is completely adorable. It's so cute. I want a little horsey onesie myself. Can I get one? Somebody send it. Just send it to me, okay? Just send it to me. One of the hairs for the men I do love. It's like the, you know what? I don't know the names of hairs. Leave me alone. But it's like the top, you know, the top, and then you got the sides. I really love that. I'll be putting that all my male Sims. They also get some new beards as well. Just like one's like handlebars, and then like the nice rugged. It looks real good. Okay, that's the beard I imagine all the men in my romance novels and my smut novels that we live on farms be having. Okay, that's right there. You do get 2 new traits, horse lover and I believe rancher, and then you get 2 new aspirations, one dealing with the, it's not called wine, nectar making, nectar and like rancher's life. Now horses do have their own section in cast because they do go into your family household, and then also they have 2 new outfits. They have one for riding and not riding, and then of course you can choose between many breeds, many hair, like mane and tail styles. There's about 30 breeds of horses in this game. I learned so many breeds of horses. Well, I didn't really learn, I just, you know, looked through it, but I know of at least 30 breeds of horses now, thanks to The Sims. I also learned that they have feathers. It's called feathers on their hooves, or yeah, is it hooves? Feet. Yeah, that part. You can customize the horse however you want to, just like you could with a cat or a dog. They have their own color wheel system, their own paints and stencils, and, you know, randomization that you can do. You can also play with genetics with the horse breeds. With the randomizers, you just choose one. You choose one breed, you choose another breed, and then you can start just randomizing. I thought that was pretty cool. But other than that, it functions just like the pets do. You do get some saddles, you do get blankets, you do get, I don't want to say it's bandages or tape that goes around this, the brittles. There's a lot. Again, there's a lot of stuff I learned about horses, technical jargon. If you are a fan of horses, you'll be in horse heaven, because, you know, everything's there. Like if you're familiar with all the terms and terminology, you're you're gonna kill it, okay? If you're like me, didn't know anything, they're gonna be like, oh, okay. That's it for cast. Let's go ahead and move on to build buy. And like all expansion packs and believe game packs, you get beds, you get bunk beds, you get some flooring, you get some decor, bars. There's 2 new sleeping bags, dressers, tables. Of course, you get the items to take care of your horses. They are interactive, functional, all that good stuff. So they need to be taken care of like any other pet. And of course, anything to like help train them as well. Now, I do say I'm kind of done with getting a lot of bunk beds, in my opinion. I think they kind of fit with this pack, but after this, no more bunk beds. I think we're good. And of course, the style is like rustic, on a farm, on a ranch. So it's nothing modern. It's, you know, you out in the country. So keep that in mind. For those of you who know, you get nectar making. So you get the nectar making station and you get, I don't want to say, they're not barrels, but they're places to store your nectar, which they're kind of interactive and functional in a way because you can throw them in there and then the bottles will like appear as you put more bottles in there in the little slots, which I thought was cool. There's also a bunch of decor. So again, barrels, there's little knickknacks you can place everywhere, leave rug, paintings, get some rocking chairs. You get quite a handful of build buy items. Of course, you get new wallpaper and ceilings. Of course, now with the pack, well, with the free update, you're able to now paint your ceilings. So yay. There's a little I don't want to say an RV, but it's like a trailer. It's deco. I wish it was functional. I wish a lot of these items were functional because you can maybe get some wine. I gotta stop calling it wine. Some nectar out of it. You also get signs for your ranch where you can name your ranches if you really want to. And it comes with a lot of deco items. I tried to use all of these items in my build and you can see my build here. Please don't judge me. I tried my best. I really did. Roofing is not my forte. Doing floor plans is not my forte. I thought an open concept will be safe and it'd be like that sometimes, okay? And I can't wait to see like your log cabins, your nice modernized ranch houses, because I'm gonna be downloading them because again, I realize ranch smut and I want to find my cowboys. So I'm gonna be, you know, just I'm gonna be doing that in The Sims. Okay, so please tag me so I can download them. We're heading in favorite sections, my favorite part. So they gave us a new world. It's called Chestnut Ridge. It comes with 13 lots. I will give you the good. The good is the landscaping team, chef's kiss. You never disappoint me. The bad, not much to do. You catch my drift. With 13 lots and a huge city center, it's okay. I'm gonna dive into the city center real quick because I feel like I can move there and then outwards. Now the city center comes with the bar, residential lot, another like a nightclub, and then like a park area, but it's not a real park. It's like maybe a stable, because again, this is a horse pack and you have horses everywhere. You may want to park your horse there. And then there's a huge equestrian center plop down. Now the equestrian center itself is a rabbit hole. There's space in the back for your sims to take their horses to train on the barrels or the jump rails, you know, just regular stuff that you can have at your yards or whatever. Simple bar, it looks nice. Customized houses here, a nightclub where every sim that lives in this game appears, because again, when a patch drops, you see Mortimer, you see Belle, you see everybody in this new world. There are 2 rabbit hole buildings, one where you can go and you change your clothes, similar to My Wedding Stories, and then there's a place where you can go and it's kind of like a general store. You can buy a few produce, a few grocery items, not a lot. You can buy like the mini goats and mini sheep, and then everywhere else is a deco. It's deco. It appears like it's a nice functioning little town, but it's a lot of deco. And again, I am a huge advocate for less deco and more kind of functional places. And then the equestrian center itself, you can join tournaments, you can watch tournaments, you can buy horses, you can sell your horse there, and you can also send your horses to go train. I really wish the equestrian center was a giant functional place where your sims can go in to either watch, game takes over, your sims just go ahead and they, go through the motions, things like that, because it's a giant lot. You do get to choose the tournaments your sims wants to go to with a new UI, but other than that, you just send your sims off and you get her done. The neighborhoods are huge. There's 3 neighborhoods and it's huge. Like they said in the live stream, the world had to be huge because now you have horses, you need them to run around and move around, because these are kind of, they're big creatures. I will say it's very luscious, kind of dry. I know my asthma or whatever, dust storms be kicking up and I would just be having coughing fits if I lived there, but that's about it. Now you do have a nice hidden grotto, and there's also a cave where your sims can go in and have a nice little D&D, if you don't know what D&D is, like Dungeons and Dragons experience, but that's about it. Your sims can ride the horses around, have a few rest stops, but other than that, once you explore, you maybe take a few scenic shots, that's about it. And that goes for the upper neighborhood and the lower neighborhood. Now they're completely different. One is more of a, you're in the Grand Canyon, and then the lower neighborhood is more of a luscious place, you know, similar to like this town city center, if that makes any sense. I would have assumed there will have been some events happening, such as, you know, the ones you have in Sulani or that you have in Henry on Bagley called, I forgot the name, I forgot his name, but they have the little contest. I would have assumed that you would have that. It looks beautiful. It looks vast. It looks kind of, I think they said like Midwest is what they try to model it behind. It looks good. It's just, you know, there's really nothing to do. All right, now going into what we all wanted to know about, which is the gameplay. Gameplay is a section that I am very focused on. It's the horse pack. It comes with gameplay. Now, depending on if that gameplay is for you, it's a whole nother question. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, it stands for horse ranch. Horse and ranch. Those are the two major words you need to be focused on because those are the two major gameplay items. Actually, the only gameplay items that are in this pack. Horses, with the addition of horses and their upkeep and their playing and their, you know, miscellaneous activities, and then ranch, which is owning a ranch. Well, not precisely owning a ranch, but like running a ranch, keeping it up and doing this, that, and the third. Now, anything else out of that, I mean, you're not gonna get because again, it's horse and ranch, you know, those two keywords. Now, owning a horse, buying a horse, pretty simple. You have about 3 or 4 different places you can go to. You can buy a regular horse or you can rescue a horse, which is a little bit cheaper. You can also get your mini sheep and mini goats from here as well, but they cost a little bit more. Just, you know, letting you know it costs a lot, okay? After that, you can start trying to ride said horses. You do get the new horse riding skill, and then your horses come with their own type of skill system with endurance, agility, doing the barrels, and then jumping the fences if you really want to go that route. And you're gonna be pretty busy. Again, the horses are actually in your household and you can see their mood. So you have to feed them, you have to give them water, you have to give them playtime. There's a giant ball your horses can play with. There's a water and feeding trough that you will have to keep replenish. Just the feeding troughs. You can have some horse grass. You can also teach the foals. I learned the correct terminology for this and I can't remember which one it is now, but you can also teach them to eat from it as well. But other than that, you can like hand feed the mini goats and sheep and you can share them, make little coins. They will, whenever they get mad, threaten to leave. Okay, just like your regular pets and animals, they will threaten to leave if they're not happy. You can hire a ranch hand come and help you. I wish you can do more. You can only hire one because my ranch was kind of big. I had about 4 horses and like a handful of mini sheep and mini goats, and after a while started getting the notification that the mini sheep goats wanted to leave. I'm like, well, I have a ranch hand, they're supposed to be taking care of them. Are you not doing that? They weren't doing that. Many animals can help you with gardening if you have a high enough relationship with them. I had a garden I put out, as you can see, and I tried to get them to do it, and it was like, no, you have to like actually like them. And I was like, you're just here to make me money, that's about it. The animation team and the thought process behind the horses is top tier, but it does seem like a lot of focus went into this because, you know, it's so much little idle animations like the ear flick, sound effects, and the movements of the horses. Like it looks great, it looks good. And then of course, I'm pretty sure they did extensive research into the tournament circuit. You can train your horses to join the tournament, which you can have them do barrels, you can have them dump the fences. Your own sim will start to get more comfortable when it comes to riding a horse. After, like when you first start out, the horses will buck you off, and you know that's not cute at all. Once you get your riding skill up, it becomes a little bit easier, and your sims will go up and down the horses a little bit easier. I thought it was cute with the children that the horses will kind of kneel down so they can jump on them, and then you'll stand back up. I thought that was really cute, but after you do it a couple of times, I mean, unless you're really into the ranch lifestyle, you're kind of going to get bored with it. You can send your horses off to do some training if you really want to. It's not that expensive. I think it's like 15 simoleons. Like I said before, they'll leave out like a sim hour. You can send them while you're home. If you have the ranch, not the ranch, well, like the community board on your lot or near you, click on it, send your horse away, and they'll be right back on the lot, which you kind of need to do in order to join the tournament scene, because they'll tell you like what specifications before your rider and the horse you'll need. You can do back-to-back tournaments, which I thought was kind of, you know, kind of rude, but I guess so you don't overwork the horse. If I got gold, I want to go again. Essentially, the horses are kind of like vehicles because you can ride them around. You can also travel with them. So if you get on your horse and, you know, travel a few different horse walks that you can, I don't want to call it walks, but like, you know, like a trot or a very energetic, you know, race type thing, if that Makes sense. You can also hug, get gossip, brush, clean hooves, and just basically overall take care of the horse like you would in real life. You don't have to be on the horse to like travel with them. Now all this kind of ties into the owning a ranch, because you have the mini goats and mini sheep, you have your horses, and then you have your gardening in here now. But you also have something new, which is make nectar. And I was kind of excited and then disappointed with the making nectar. Now the good thing about the making nectar is, it's kind of like wine, and you are able to get any fruit and I believe some vegetables, because you can make potato nectar, and you're able to get into the barrel, stomp on it, and then I believe I think it's compressing. I don't really know the terminology for it, but you can do it and then it gives you a nice bottle. With the bottle, you can drink from the bottle, or you can pour servings, which I thought was cool, or you can store it and let it age a little bit like wine, and then you can sell it for like a higher price. What I didn't like is, for me who wants to create a criminal enterprise, bring in capitalism, you can only make one bottle at a time. Of course you can put down multiple different nectar stations, but there's no way to actually make multiple nectars at once unless you have like multiple sims who are doing it. But of course you have to make sure like their skill level is the same kind of for nectar making, which can get pretty tired. I want to go to my nectar station, bring in an assembly line, and then make a whole lot of nectar, and then store it, and then make a lot of money. Okay, and some people may want to do like the nice easy route, what they have in the game, but me, I want capitalism. I want an empire of nectar. I did mention the new dance floors in the game, which cowpoke is a new dance, kind of like they're do-si-doing. Apparently every sim named mother knows this dance because they were all doing it, and I was like, well, I'm going to sit here and do this, but then my sims started to like do it. You do get 2 new events. I did one event and it was okay. It's a standard event, I guess, to know your neighbors. There's nothing really special about it. It was way to use the new grill and also bring in the nectar, because that was one of the objectives you had to do. So my final thoughts on this pack. Now I have two final thoughts, 2 different final thoughts. One, for those of you who are into horses, you love horses, you wanted horses, and then for those of us like myself who really don't care either way, but it's here. So for those of you who love horses, you're into horses, again, you wanted horses, you're probably going to be happy with this pack, mainly because it brings in a lot of detail, caring, and interacting with horses and the ranch lifestyle, from brushing them and cleaning up their manure, you bring them into tournaments, or just having them as family pets that in the family, and they're just there. And of course you're on the ranch, you're taking care of a ranch, you have mini goats, mini sheep, you can do all that stuff. You can live your rancher's life to your heart's content with cast and build by with this pack. Now for those of us who are on the fence or really wasn't excited for it, you're not going to see the gameplay aspects of this pack. And for me personally, go to horses once because it's new and it's shiny, but after a while I'm probably going to forget about it. I did get a bit bored because what interested me, I did it, I completed it, and then after a while I was like, cool, I won a few tournaments, my skill levels are up. I'm really not into the gardening scene, and then caring for the mini goats and mini sheep really wanted me to sell them to get some meat. I'm so serious, they were getting on my nerves. Horses and mini sheep prance around everywhere unless you lock them in. No, mini sheep will go wherever they want. I usually don't like to tell people to get or not to get things, because it really just depends on what you want. It could be one thing out of this pack that you like, and it could be multiple things that you like, or it could be you could have completely different opinion. That is okay, that is all right. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. However, I will say, if you want horses, you like horses, it'll be a good pack for you. And if you're really on the fence about it, I say watch a few more videos, watch a few more reviews, including mine. You can watch this over again and see. But for me personally, I would pass on it. But of course, I probably would have gone it just for the world because I like having my world filled. Because I think they show you not having it in the game. It's like, a little completionist moment. And it's like, I don't want this to be grayed out. I need this. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have some more horse ranch content coming out because I did plan, and I did want to have some fun with this pack before I put it to bed. Make sure you turn your notifications. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.